Hello everyone, welcome to RNG University. Today we're going to open our last box of New Capenna before the Baldur's Gate reaches my door. Alright, so yeah, I didn't really get the gates yet, but I did get a bunch of Triomes, maybe, in this box. Let's find out. So we're going to look at our possibly last box of Streets of New Capenna. So there's only 12 booster boxes or booster packs in this box, so it'll go rather quickly, hopefully, much faster than the Ikoria. And here we got another Gallic Greeter, number 5 or 6 that I've had just in a top loader. I never understood why they made the top loader a single card of the same kind. I'm just gonna complain about it every time. But here we're gonna open some collector box or collector booster of Streets of New Capenna. Let's see what we get in there. This pack actually feels kind of funky. It's, you know, I know it's a legitimate box and all, but the cards are already warped, which is kind of sad. So we got our Gritter Goon, right? And then Gold Hound. I actually really like this card. In limited, it's okay, but it's also a treasure, so you know it might be useful in some fast, hasty deck. Unlucky Witness. So yeah, that's basically me in every story scenario in my head. I am an unlucky witness to me getting crap in these cards. All right, so common, uncommon, common, rabble-rousing, rabble. All right, and then we got our first mythic, well, Parnis the Subtle Brush. So, you know, this is a commander one. Whenever you enter a permanent, whenever you or a permanent you control become the target of a spell or ability opponent controls, counter that spell unless that player pays 4 life, and you get your opponent can copy your spells, which is I don't know. It's probably some, you know, wonky combos in there somewhere. I just don't see it. Oh, and then we got a Sanctuary Warden. This card has been kind of making waves in current standard, which I think it's a pretty good card. It's not bad because you put 2 shield counters on it, so it could potentially protect it. But you can also remove a counter to draw a card and put a 1/1. At first, I thought it was just put a 1/1 into play, which is crap. But draw a card. Drawing cards are always, you know, something appreciative. And then we got our Reservoir Kraken with a slit down the middle. You can kind of see it. You know, there's a little print line down there. That is awful for us, but it is what it is. The print jobs for this set is not, I guess, not done very well. And it's got Trample Ward, which is good. And at the beginning of each combat, if it is untapped, your opponent can try to tap it, but you get stuff with it, so it may be decent. And we got a treasure token. Still, offset center, not very good. And on the back, it's a Spirit. Ooh. All right, so 2 mythics in that one pack. That's pretty good start. Hopefully we get some Triomes. If I don't, I'm gonna throw a hissy fit. But here is a Exhibition Magician. It rhymes, which makes it a good card. All right, then we got a Swamp, Corpse Appraiser, Sparrow Adjudicator. Some uncommons and commons. Make sure they don't stack everywhere. And here's our first Gilded Foil, another Rakesh Reveler. I think I have 3 of this in Gilded Foil, which is very unfortunate. And we got our Titan of Industry. I love this card. This card looks amazing. Just the art is just a gigantic skyscraper punching you in the face, which is already good. Its ability is decent in limited or in standard. It's pretty good in EDH. Pretty. You know, you can cheat it. If you can cheat it out, it's decent. Not great, but it's a good card. And then we got the Syphilid Face Taker. I think that's him or her taking someone's face. I don't know. It looks like a cool art. The ability is what it is. You know. We got Shakedown Heavy. Another All-Seeing Arbiter. This is like my 5th one. So, you know, this is what it is. And then we got Incandescent Aria. Again, I've already had this in Gilded Foil. Now I have another one of these in Gilded Foil. Not complaining, but we did get 2 Gilded Foils in that one pack. So, you know, if you're buying loose packs out there, that's the pack you want. This one, centering, is a lot better for this treasure. I think the bottom is still a little bit more than the top, but hey, this is actually a good token, which I think it's rare for Streets of New Capenna. So I think I'm going to put that on the side and make sure I keep that. That's kind of rare, which is sad. Oh, we got 2 more mythics in that one pack, which is a very good mythic ratio, but again, no Triumph. So, you know, look on the bright side, look on the downside. You can take it both ways. And now we got Jewel Thief. I love this card. I honestly think this is a very good card, even in Commander, because you know when ETBs you get a treasure token. That's not nothing. So if you can flicker it, that makes it a very good card. And then we got our jazz musician. The art is amazing. The card is probably terrible. I don't know. No one cares. And here is the card that everyone has been complaining about when it was first announced. The card's called Whacked, Whack, which is an amazing name for a card tied to mobsters. But the ability is trash. Target creature gets -1/-4, and this costs 3 less if it targets a white creature, which is nothing. And all it gets is -1/-4. You don't even kill a creature. So if it's a 4/5, it doesn't even die. So it's just, it's awful. For the namesake. Alright, Disciplined Duelist, Sky Ridge Tower, Maestro Diabolus, and we got Vivian Stampede, Black Market Tycoon, Zia Torres Envoy, and our Body Launderer is our Mythic. So it's, another Mythic in the pack, and that's pretty good. At least we didn't pull no Mythics. And this Body Launderer is actually a pretty good card if you want to, reanimate creatures. This is not bad. Unfortunately, we don't get any Triomes. And here we have the Ogre Warrior, another pretty well-centered card, but as you can see, the token is kind of chipped, which is unfortunate. But we got a good doggo. That's always good. All right, so that's pack number 3. So far, 3 packs, 5 Mythics, 0 Triomes, and 2 Gilded Foils. All right, pack number 4, we got our Civil Servant and Light Up the Night. Is that what it's called? No, it's Light 'em Up. Light Up the Night is the other card with the X damage. All right, we got a Swamp. We got Brazen Upstart, which is uncommon. Rocco Cabaretti Caretaker, Sky Ridge Tower. Basically, no one cares about those cards. We got the Getaway card, which is pretty good. And that's not the one that exiles Graveyard, so it's not that good. And then we got Life of the Party. This card is actually pretty fun. It's like it's a good commander card for janky decks. So whenever it enters the battlefield, it's not a token. Each opponent creates a copy of it, and that token is then golded. So you can make players attack each other, which is fun. Then Galagrator. I wish I didn't get this card, but I did. Obscura's Ascendancy, the worst Ascendancy in the world. Because, you gotta cast it from 1 cast to 2 casts to 3 casts, all the way up to 5 casts. At the end, your payoff is +3/+3, which is trash. So, didn't want that. Giada, the Font of Hope. That is a very good Angel Commander. I love this card. It's very good. Too bad the art is terrible. It's just her squatting, which is very not appealing. And we got a Treasure Token. The Treasure Token is better centered. So maybe the centering of this pack is not that bad, or this set is not that bad, other than the first Treasure Token. And no Mythics or Triumphs in that box, or in that pack. So hopefully we get like 4 Triumphs here. So we got a Jackhammer, best card in the set. All right, and then we got Sleep with the Fishes. Now, again, Sleep with the Fishes is a very popular saying with mobsters, and it's gone. All right, this is heavily damaged card now. Now no one wants this card. What I'm saying is the card's ability is trash. You can't have a trash ability with these fancy names. Disciplined Duelist, Forest, Shattered Seraph, broke Charm. Another Disciplined Duelist, this time a Gilded Foil, but it's double strike with a shield counter. It's got bent cost, so it costs too much. And we got Widespread Thieving. Shield Broker, another Reservoir Kraken, Tenacious Underdog, and Tenacious Truce. So yeah, those are all the cards that we go from that pack. There's no Mythics, no Triumphs. The rares are okay. We got an Underdog, which I guess you can use it for something. And then we got a token that is fairly centered. That is the pack we're getting. It's really unfortunate. I was hoping we can end the New Capenna with a boom. Instead, we might be getting a bust here. So we got Obscura Charm, the some Voice of Vermin, and we got. Come on, does that look like a mountain? That looks like some alien micro machine exploded. There we got a Rakesh Raveler, a Lorilla the Magpie, and then Gilded Foil Lorilla Magpie, Zeratorus Envoy, Body Count, Rebel Rousing, Rebel, Unleash the Inferno, and then a Corpse Explosion. So that's again that pack was terrible. That pack was nothing. We got a lot of rares, but you expect to get a lot of rares in a collector booster box or collector pack. And we got a Gilded foil, which is Lorella. And we have some more packs. So that's half the box. All right, half the box, we got 5 mythics. We got no Triomes. And no card of note. Honestly, I didn't get any card that's noteworthy. All of these cards are commons. We got a Public Enemy, Forge Boss, Forest, common. This card, just the art, it kind of reminds me of the 2-cast one, the one that's exploded in price. I forgot what it's called, but I'll know it when I see it again. Falco Spara, that's another mythic. I think this is one of the good bosses. You know, in Commander, I think you can run this boss as your commander, and it's naturally not bad. Because it enters the battlefield with a shield counter. You can also play with the top of. You can also look at the top of your library anytime and play it by removing a counter, which all of that add together is a pretty good commander. It's not overpowered, so it makes it a little bit fun to kind of trick around. So I like that as a commander. We got Boss's Chauffeur. When it enters the battlefield, a number of sums on counter. Oh, remember this card, it's terrible, no one cares. And I can't believe Angel of Suffering is a mythic. It's probably combo with something, but I just don't see it. And if a damage will be dealt to you, prevent that damage and mill twice that many cards. You just mill yourself, right? And we got Fleetfoot Dancer. This is just a trample, a flample. Actually, no, it's not flample. It's not flying. Trample, lifelink, haste. So it's good in standard, I think, if you can use it to kind of gain life in standard. But other than that, I don't see it. All right, we got another Obscura Ascendancy. Because I was whining about it, they gave me another one. And now we got a treasure token that is very off-centered. You can see this is like... This is double the thickness of that one, and the bottom is, I think, a double the thickness of the top. So this is not well centered at all. And that's our pack. We got 2 mythics in that pack, but again, we didn't get any Triumphs, and we got no card noteworthy other than, I guess, Mr. Boss, not the chauffeur, the actual flying dude, Captain Falcon. And now we got Rafine's Informant. Did they inform me that there's no cards of value here? That's what I want to know. This is actually a terrible box so far. Maybe we can turn our luck around. This is an uncommon Obscura Charm. And we got Shatter Seraph, Park Height Pegasus. Not good. We got the False Floor. Creatures in the battlefield tapped, which might be good for a stacks deck. And you can exile it to exile all untapped creature. And activate only as a sorcery, which, I mean, the last line makes this card completely useless. All right, and then we got Fire Riggin. I don't see this card being that good in Commander. Just for the fact that you just basically put up some counter on a creature during each of your combat. So that's Ranger class, and you wouldn't run Ranger class. Oh, look, we got Nixilis. All right, so that's one card worth noting. It is the Ultra Art. It's not borderless. It's the Casualty, where you can copy it and basically play another copy of it. The copy is not legendary, so you can have both out, and if someone kills this one, you can play another of Nixilis and make another copy. The original copy stays, so you can have 3 or 4. It goes on, right? It's not a bad Planeswalker. Because it's 3-cast Planeswalker that copies itself, I do see it in the future being really worth money. So I'm going to keep holding on to that one. And we got our Shakedown Heavy. We already had that before, so I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Here's a treasure token that is very off-center. And a Wizard. Ooh. Alright, so we got 4 more packs left. We got 1 card of note, I guess, with the Knob Nixilis. Still no Triumphs, which, that is my luck. And we got a bunch of these fake Triumphs. The Broker's Hideout. Rakesh Raveler, the Stimulus Package. Thanks, Obama. And we got Mask Bandit, Cormelia, the Glamorous Thief. I actually do think this is a good commander. It's got haste, and you can tap it to add Grixis and spam it with to cast instant or sorcery. And when it dies, you can return instant sorcery from graveyard to your hand. So if you have an instant sorcery that reanimates, let's say if you have Victimize in your graveyard, right? It dies, you get to return 2. One of them is Victimize. You can keep cycling that. That's not bad. So I do think this is a good commander card. Actual commander. All right, our first Triumph. Ziatora's Proving Jund Triumph. I'm going to call it that. It's Jund Triumph. It's good. It is what it is. It's, we get a Triumph. I'm happy about that. And now we have Sky Boom Evangelist. I don't actually remember seeing this card. So when it enters the battlefield, support 6. Can anyone tell me what support is? Because it does not have a reminder text here. And I don't think support is a very common ability. Whenever a creature with a counter on it attacks one of your opponent, that creature gains flying until the end of turn. So that's good, you know, like a politics card. But I don't know what support 6 is, and since it doesn't have a reminder text, when I'm playing with my friends, I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna say support 6 means that I get to look at the top 6 cards in my library, and I can play one of them without paying its mana cost. If only. Evolving Door, the fake the fake birthing pod. This is a terrible card, just for the fact that you can only increase a mana color, not even mana value, right? It's you sack a creature, then search your library for a card that's one more color than the sacked creature, and you can't even cast it for free. You gotta play it regularly, which, you know, at that point, why do you have to activate as a sorcery, right? This is just a terrible card all around. We got Jenny Faye, the Jet Mirror's second, the one that summons cats or dogs. That's pretty fun. Widespread Thieving. This is basically, you know, Wizards saying that's what they're gonna do now with our packs. So they're gonna, you know, Widespread Thief all of our values, and we got a Ogre Warrior that is turned into a Rhino Warrior. All right, Ogre is stronger than, oh, actually no, Ogre is weaker than Rhino, so that's something that we know. Rhinos are 4/4s. Our Rhinos 3/3s. Rhino Warriors are 4/4, which means that Spiked Bat is a +1 attack, and then that Manhole Cover is +1 to toughness. So that's pretty fun. All right, so we got a Triumph. Finally, we can't say we didn't get any, even though it's only one, but one is infinitely better than 0. All right, light them up. And we got Rob the Archive. We got the Security. I don't actually know how to pronounce that word. Rocks? Maestro Charm. A Spara Adjudicator. Maestro Charm again. Endless Detour. I love this card. This card is so fun. If you play a Bant deck, you have to put this in your deck. This is infinitely better than, you know, in a Bant deck. I guess you can replace a Generous Gift or a Beast Within with this card. It's so fun. You get to top or bottom deck someone's permanent, or you can top or bottom deck someone's spell. So if a spell's uncounterable, well, guess what? It just got stopped. Or you can top and bottom deck something that's useful in your graveyard. So it's all around a good card. And we got Misfortune Teller. I wish I could have called this lady first before I opened this box. Whenever Misfortune Teller enters the battlefield or deal combat damage to a player, exile a card from that player's graveyard. If it's a creature, you get a 2/2. If it's a land, you get a treasure. Otherwise, you gain 3 life. So nothing crazy. Cut your losses, might as well. Topiary Stomper. They stomp me. Oh, we got a Gilded Foil Falco Sparrow. That's actually not bad. All right, so I was talking about how Falco Sparrow is one of the cards that I would run as a commander. If I would run that as a commander, I would definitely run a Gilded Foil version. That's good. All right, we got a Gilded Mythic. Even if it's not, you know, high in value, it is high in rarity. So this is one of the harder cards to get in the set. So I'm happy that I got that. So would I trade that for a Bant Triumph? I don't know. I think I would like that more than a Bant Triumph. So I'm not sad that I got that at all. We got a Maestro something. We got a Ballroom Brawler. That guy's beating up a lady. All right, we got Cabaret Charm, Glamorous Outlaw, Tramway Station, Foil Evolving Trash, and we got the Bant Confluence. Proliferate, target creature phase out, counter target activate or triggered ability. Choose 3. So honestly, what this looks to me is you get to proliferate for 1 green mana, phase something out for 1 white mana, and counter target triggered ability for 1 blue mana, which is basically Stifle, Ephemerate, and I don't know what the white... Or I guess Ephemerate isn't phase, it's flicker. So I don't know why white is phasing now. And you get to proliferate, which and for 1 mana, it's not much. And then the 2 is basically draw 2 card, play 2 cards. And the 2 cards that you draw are proliferate and phase. You know, all together, for a 5-cast, it's not good. Costs too much. There's a lot of words to say that's not good. Extraction Specialist. This card is fun just because of the baby face and the creepy face baby. All around, very weird. All right, we got Broker's Ascendancy. Now, this card is the best Ascendancy because you get to play a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control and a loyalty counter on each planeswalker you control. Off the bat, that's already good. That's like Proliferate for only creatures and planeswalkers, but creatures that don't have +1/+1 counter gets 1. So it's not just Proliferate. So that's also okay. It's in Bant, which are the colors that you want to proliferate in. And the best part is it's at the beginning of your end step. So you get it right away. When you cast it, you get it right away. You don't have to wait a full turn to get it. So that's okay. That's pretty good. And we got a getaway card. Again, it's not the one that exiles, so I don't like it. And then we got a treasure. All right, so last pack. We got one Triumph. We got one Gilded Foil Mythic and one Omniscience. So, all in all, so. Not amazing, but not, absolute trash. Let's see what our last pack entails before we make our final judgment. Unfortunately, I didn't get any offers that I can't refuse. So here's Waterfront District, Riveteer's Charm. So yeah, Nimble Larcenous. This picture reminds me of Ledger Shredder. That's the card I was thinking of. And every time I see it, I'm like, oh, is it Ledger Shredder? But it's not mono. Here's our Ledger Shredder, and it's foil. So this card is worth I think like $20 now. Insane value of card. I'm happy I got it in the last pack. Honestly, I didn't expect it. All right, we got Agent's Toolkit. This card is cool for a commander card, I guess. Another getaway card, an Endless Detour. Oh, and we got a Gilded Foil Ginny Faye, the cat dog maker. And finally, we got the Devo that turns into a copy, which is fun. You can put this on your back as a Omniscience copy. So that's the booster box as a whole. We only got one Triumph, which is unfortunate. But again, I guess we can just go out and buy these Triumphs. They're not an insane price. We did get one rare and one mythic rare gilded foil, which are actually two rare and one mythic rare gilded foil. So that's pretty cool. We got 6 gilded foils in 12 packs, and I think that's the average. But the gilded foils we pulled, just this one card is good. And then let's look at the mythics that we actually pulled. So we got Ob, that's good. Angel of Suffering, not good. I'm gonna put it on the bottom. Falco Sparrow is good. Body Launderer, not good. I already have one. All-Seeing Arbiter, I already have 5. Titan of Industry, very good. Sanctuary Warden, very good. And Parnice, not that great. So we got 8 mythics, not counting the Gilded Foil mythic. And that, I think, is a pretty high value mythic box. Just no Triumphs. And yeah, so this box is okay. We got a Ledger Shredder and we got an Ob. So off the bat, that's already making the value of the box more or less consistent with what you expect. We also got a Gilded Foil Mythic, only one Triumph. So I would say it is an average box. Thank you very much for joining me. Next time, hopefully, we get our Baldur's Gate.